now just see, write down the next theorem. This says that, let's suppose you are having a metric space. Let XD be a metric space. And let A be any subset of it. A point X of capital X is an adherent point of A if and only if the distance between the point and the set is 0. So you have to prove this thing. If X is adherent point of A, then this distance is 0. Or if the distance is 0, then X is an adherent point of A. Now just see the proof. First we assume that the distance between the point and the set A, this is 0. We want to show that X is an adherent point of A. Right? What we want to show? We want to show that X is an adherent point of the set A. Now by definition, what this represent? What is the distance of a point from a set? It is the infimum of all the distances of the point X with the point Y, where Y are the members of A. You find all the distances from the point X to the point Y, right? Take the infimum one, that is the distance of X comma A, and it is given that this is 0. Now we consider an open sphere. SRX, center at X and radius R greater than 0. So now just see, this is given to us that the distance between the point and the set, this minimum distance is 0. Right? So clearly that this SRX, it will be the bigger. What is this open sphere represent? This represent all those X belonging to the set X, all those Y, sorry, belonging to X, such that distance of XY is less than R. And clearly your R is greater than 0. So this implies that this open sphere with distance less than R, clearly this is greater than the distance of the point from the set A. Why? Because this is 0. We know that this R is greater than 0. So this distance should be less than R. Is this point clear? Because this is 0. Your R is greater than 0. That is same as that. Because this is 0. This is less than R. D of X comma A is less than R. Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
So what does it implies? It means ये जो आपके पास डिस्टेंस अगर ये 0 है, infimum of all the distances of the point X with the point of A, if this number is 0, if this distance is 0, it means आपके पास कोई ना कोई पॉइंट A सेट का होगा जो इस SRX में लाई कर रहा होगा, बिकॉज ये सेटिस्फाई कर रहा है इस चीज को कि दैट दिस इज लेस देन R. if your y is a member of A, then this distance will be in minimum distance will be 0. So at least one point by the definition of this distance infimum, you always have at least one point from the set A whose distance with x is 0. Is this point clear? Once again, see what is given to us. Given है that the distance of the set x with A is 0. Means infimum of the distances of x comma y, right, where your y is a member of A, this is 0. इसका मतलब इस इन अगर इन्फिमम इसमें आपका 0 है तो दैट मीन्स कोई एक y नोट ऐसा एग्जिस्ट करता है A में सच दैट द डिस्टेंस बिटवीन द पॉइंट x एंड y नॉट इज 0. तभी मिनिमम डिस्टेंस 0 आ रहा है. कोई एक पॉइंट का डिस्टेंस 0 आ रहा होगा इसका मतलब. इज दिस पॉइंट क्लियर?
Yes.
And if this distance is 0, clearly this is less than r.
Yes.
And A जो है that is the subset of x also. It means your y naught is also a member of x. So we get with center x, we get a point in x such that the distance is less than r. This thing true. For some y naught के लिए ये चीज true हो रही है, where y naught is a member of A as well as x. Right? So we get, by the definition of infimum, we get some element in A such that the distance of x comma y naught is 0, which is less than r, which implies your y naught is a member of the open sphere centered at x with radius r, because it's satisfying the condition of open sphere. इसमें lie कर जाएगा. Is it clear?
Yes.
So this implies what? अगर आपको ओपन स्फीयर में एक भी पॉइंट मिल गया है A set का such that the intersection of open sphere with A is non-empty, this implies that your x is an adherent point of A. This is by the definition of adherent point. If around the point x, if you get an open sphere whose intersection with A is non-empty, it might be ये x ही हो itself. But कोई और point भी मिल जाता है तो भी हमने ये कहना है it is an adherent point of A. If this intersection is non-empty, and we get a point in A which is y naught, we get a point in SRX naught which is y naught, it means this intersection is non-empty. We get a common point in both the sets A as well as SRX. So this intersection should be non-empty. And if this intersection is non-empty, this implies that your x is an adherent point of A. Is it clear? This is by the definition of adherent point. Any point is said to be an adherent point of any set if there exists an open sphere whose intersection with A set is non-empty. And this thing we want to prove. If the distance of the point with the set A is 0, then that point will be the adherent point for the set A. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now see the converse part. Conversely, what is given to us? Conversely, given that
X is an adherent point.
yes, x is an adherent point of A. What we want to show? We want to show that the distance of x with set A is 0. Now, by the definition of adherent point, it means for some r greater than 0, there exists SRX whose intersection with A is non-empty. Okay. that means there must exist some common point in both the set. SRX में भी आपके पास एक पॉइंट आना चाहिए और A में भी पॉइंट आना चाहिए, राइट? सो दैट मीन्स मान लिया कि Y है कोई पॉइंट विच बिलोंग्स टू SRX as well as A. By definition of an open sphere, it is a set of all those points whose distance with Y will be less than R. Is it clear? We get for some R very, very small, you can take this R to be very, very small. Even then, this intersection is non-empty because it is given that your X is an adherent point of A. If this intersection is non-empty, it means you have some common point in both these sets. Let it be Y. So Y is a member of SRX as well as Y is a member of A. By definition of SRX, it is a set of all those points such that the distance of XY is less than R. And this Y is also a member of A. Here this R is arbitrary. We can take this R to be very, very small, right? We can choose this R to be very, very small. Even then, this distance, you always have a point Y in A such that this thing hold. By choosing R to be very, very small, even then you will always have some Y which is common to both, right? So that means what? Now you can write, since R is arbitrary and we can choose R to be as small as we need. Such that what will happen, that when you take the infimum of all the distances such that your Y is a member of A, it will become 0. ये 0 ही आ जाएगा, because if you choose this R to be very, very small, then this distance is approaching to basically 0 because it is greater than equal to 0. Moreover, it is less than equal to 0, near about 0 हो जाएगा. So this distance, the minimum value of this distance should be 0. 0 ही आना चाहिए. So which implies that the distance between the point and the set A is 0. Clear to everyone? And even you can prove it by taking the cases. Either X is a member of A or X is not a member of A. If your X is a member of A, clearly this distance will be 0. And if your X is not a member of A, clearly this adherent point will become the limit point. And if it is a limit point, then the distance between the point and the set, limit point के केस में क्या होगा, if it is a limit point, there lie infinitely many points near to X in the open sphere centered at X containing in A. And again, that open sphere you can choose very, very small, X minus epsilon to X plus epsilon, and you can take epsilon to be very, very small, right? Such that ये जो आपका epsilon है, this is near about 0. Again, the distance between the minimum distance, infimum जो है, that will be 0. So you can prove it by two cases also. Either you consider X is a member of A or X is not a member of A. If X is a member of A, then clearly the distance of X comma X will be 0. And if X is not a member of A, then this adherent point will become the limit point. And if it is a limit point, that means the point, you can always find an open sphere which is very, very small, right? And having at least one point from the set A. So that minimum distance is very, very small, and that will be near to 0. So infimum will be 0. In that case, you will get the distance of x comma a will be 0. Clear है सबको? So whenever in a metric space x is any adherent point of any subset of metric space, then the distance between the point and the set will be 0. You can see with the help of example also. Let's suppose I am taking x to be as a set of real numbers and d to be as the usual metric. So you can see different sets, subsets. Let's suppose I'm taking subset A to be the open interval AB. Now, what are the adherent points for this set A?
Closed interval AB.
Closed interval AB, right? इस केस में आपके पास ड्राइव सेट ही बन जाएगा. And you can see इस सेट का कोई भी पॉइंट पिक करो, उसका डिस्टेंस A के साथ क्या आएगा? What will be the distance of any point A? Let's suppose I'm taking this point on the boundary A with any point from this set. You can make this distance to be very, very small. And if you take the minimum distance of this point from the set capital A, it comes out to be 0 because your epsilon is very, very small. The next point with to the A is very, very small, right? That have the difference with A very, very small. So infimum distance will be 0. Getting my point? The distance in दोनों sets में, अगर इन दोनों या points में आप distance देखो तो क्या होगा? What will be the distance between the set A and the point A? क्या आएगा इन दोनों के बीच का distance? This is 0.
Infimum would be 0.
0, right? So वही चीज हम यहाँ पे कह रहे हैं. कोई भी पॉइंट आप एडहरेंट पॉइंट पिक करो, कोई भी लिमिट पॉइंट पिक करो, उसका डिस्टेंस अपने सेट के साथ ऑलवेज 0 ही आएगा. Similarly, if you take subset A to be as the set of rationals, what are the derived set? Set of rationals के लिमिट पॉइंट्स क्या आएंगे? That are set of real numbers. Okay, so what will be the distance between any irrational number? Let's suppose x is any irrational number and A set.
0.
That will be 0 because this x is very near to some rational number lying in the open sphere around the point x, right? अभी x पॉइंट के अराउंड आपने स्मॉल कुछ सबसे स्मॉलेस्ट नेबरहुड पिक कर लिया, तो उसमें रैशनल्स भी बहुत सारे लाई कर रहे हैं, and that distance is very, very small. So when you take infimum of all these distances, you will have this is 0. जब आप infimum लोगे तो वो 0 ही बन जाएगा. So पॉइंट एडहरेंट पॉइंट का या लिमिट पॉइंट का डिस्टेंस अपने सेट के साथ 0 ही होगा. And this is both ways true. If the distance is 0, then that point will become the adherent point. And you can see one more example. Let's suppose I'm taking this to be a finite set. Now tell me, 1 आपका, 2 आपका, 3 आपका, 4 आपका, all these are adherent points. They are isolated point because always you can find an open sphere around 1 whose intersection with A is non-empty. That 1 belongs to this set. So distance of this set A with 1 will be what?
0.
0. Right? Similarly, the distance of 2 comma A will be 0. The relation between derived sets, that is, let A and B, these are two subsets of a metric space X, then the first result is if your A is a subset of B, then this implies that the derived set of A is a subset of the derived set of B. And you can prove it. How will you prove this? How will you prove that one set is a subset of another set? One set is a subset of another set. How will you prove this thing? If you want to prove this is a subset of this, कैसे prove करते हो? You consider any arbitrary element from this set, show that that is also a member of this, right? So it means every element of this set is a member of this because you choose any arbitrary element. So this implies this is contained in this. So same way हम यहाँ पे prove करेंगे, we will take any element from this set. So let x belongs to a dash. Any arbitrary element pick किया a dash में से. It means x जो है that is the limit point of a. Right? It means for some r greater than 0, there exists an open sphere around the point x such that its intersection with a is non-empty, even deleted neighborhood. This is just by the definition of limit point. If this intersection is non-empty and your A is a subset of B, every element of A is lying in B. तो अगर कोई common point Y इसमें lie कर रहा है, तो clearly that Y is also a member of B also. Since it is given that A is a subset of B, so this implies that ये जो intersection वाला set है, it will be a subset of this, because your A is a subset of B. तो जो भी A के members यहाँ पर आपके पास common आ रहे हैं इस set के साथ, clearly they are the members of B also. Because since your A is a subset of B, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
And since this is non-empty, तो clearly ये भी आपके पास non-empty आ गया. ये उससे भी बड़ा set है तो ये non-empty होगा.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? So if this is non-empty, what does it mean? It means x is a limit point of B. This implies x is a limit point of B. Because you have an open sphere around x with radius r such that the related neighborhood have the intersection with B non-empty. A non-empty intersection. So this shows that x is a limit point for this set. So it means your x is a member of B dash. So you choose x to be any arbitrary element of A dash and you prove that this is also a member of B dash. This implies what? Your A dash is a subset of B dash. Is it clear? Now, second, we want to prove that A union B, the derived set of A union B is same as that derived set of A union with derived set of B. So we want to prove this. So how will we prove that? We will prove it in two cases. First, we prove that this is subset of this. And then we show that this is subset of this. So this implies these two are equal. Okay. So now just see, since we know that every set is a subset of the union of two. A is a subset of A union B. B is a subset of A union B. By part 1, If A is a subset of B, then this implies that A dash is a subset of A union B dash. अभी पार्ट 1 में हमने प्रूव किया है कि अगर A सबसेट है B का तो ड्राइव सेट ऑफ A will be a subset of ड्राइव सेट ऑफ B. So we will use over here, since A is a subset of A union B, this implies that the drive set of A will be a subset of the drive set of A union B. Similarly, the drive set of B is a subset of A union B. And since this set is contained in this set is contained in this set, then their intersection and union both contained in the same set. So from here we have A dash union B dash is a subset of A union B dash. Now just see the converse. Conversely, what we want to prove that this is a subset of this. So we consider any element from this set. So let X be the member of A union B derived set. This implies that X is a limit point of A union B. So this further implies that either X is a limit point of A or X is a limit point of B, or might be both. अगर X इसका लिमिट पॉइंट है, इसका मतलब नेबरहुड अराउंड X एग्जिस्ट कर रहा है whose intersection with A union B is non-empty, right? It means या तो वो उसका इंटरसेक्शन A के साथ नॉन एम्प्टी है या B के साथ नॉन एम्प्टी है, या हो सकता है दोनों के साथ ही नॉन एम्प्टी हो. सो दैट मीन्स या तो X आपका लिमिट पॉइंट है A का, या फिर X लिमिट पॉइंट है B का, या इट माइट बी दोनों का ही है. इन ईच केस what will you have? Your X is a member of A dash or X is a member of B dash, which further implies X is a member of its union. Is it clear?
Yes.
You assume that X is a member of A union B dash, means X is a limit point of A union B. So you can apply the definition over here. So you will get an open sphere around X, right? Such that its deleted neighborhood intersection with A union B is non-empty. Now you can open this. It will become its intersection with A union, its intersection with B. This is non-empty. So either this is non-empty or this is non-empty, or both are non-empty. So if this is non-empty, it means X is a limit point of A. And if this is non-empty, it means X is a limit point of B. And if both are non-empty, it means it is a limit point of A as well as B. In any case, it either belongs to this or belongs to this. It means it is in the union. So you choose any arbitrary element from this set and you will get it is also a member of this. So this further implies that your A union B, this is contained in A dash union B dash. Call this as 2. So from 1 and 2, you get A union B dash is same as that A dash union B dash. Third part, that the intersection of the derived sets, this is contained in the intersection of this. जो reverse है वो that may or may not be true. So we want to prove this thing, that the drive set of A intersection B is contained in the drive set of A intersection with the drive set of B. How will we prove? As we know that A intersection B will be a subset of A intersection B will be a subset of B. So this implies its drive set will be a subset of this. Its drive set will be a subset of this. So this is contained in this is contained in this. It means the set is contained in their intersection. ये वाला सेट इसके अंदर भी है, इसके अंदर भी है, तो इट मीन्स इनके इंटरसेक्शन में भी है. यही आपने प्रूव करना है. बट द कन्वर्स नीड नॉट बी ट्रू. कैन यू गिव एनी एग्जांपल फॉर दिस?
Ma'am, if we take a open set, if we take A as 1, 2, and we take B as 2, 3,
Okay.
and their closure would be, A dash would be
Not
closed
closer,
interval.
बच्चे. We want
मतलब
to
adherent set, sorry.
हाँ.
Adherent point का set.
We want to
A-
find the adherent point for the set, this limit point for this set. First of all, take its intersection. What will
that
you have?
would be empty set.
That will be empty set. So what are the limit points for empty set? That is 5.
5. And
What are-
similarly for A dash.
What are the limit
intersection
points
data,
of A?
A dash close interval 1, 2.
Yes. And what are the limit points for B dash?
Close
B's.
interval 2, 3.
So what will be their intersection now?
Singleton set 2.
Yes. Clearly, this is not contained in empty set. Right? However, this is contained, always contained in this set. ये always bigger set आएगा. Is it clear to everyone? We consider two sets as an open interval, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3. When you first find its intersection, you will have this is empty. So the drive set of empty set will be empty set. And if you first find out the drive set of A, it will be the closed interval 1 to 2. If you find out the drive set for B, it will be the closed interval 2 to 3. And now you find out its intersection, you will have the common point 2. So this set is bigger than A intersection B drive set. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you give any example of a set where these two are same, equal आ जाए? Always जरूरी नहीं है, but there may be some examples where these two are same. Can you think of that?
हम इसी एग्जांपल में अगर हम क्लोज सेट ले लेते.
Yes, if you consider closed, then the intersection contains the point 2 and that is also 2. So the both are same. Clear? So there always exists some examples such that this is properly contained in this, or this is properly contained in this, and they are equal also. Clear to everyone?